way before Gumball literally died and then came back to life just because he sent Penny the wrong message. Elmore's best couple was already dropping hints that they liked each other. But could you spot every time Penny revealed her feelings for Gumball before they officially started dating? If you watch The Amazing World of Gumball, you'll definitely remember that this happens in the episode The Pressure, still in Season 1. The episode starts with a scene inside Molly's treehouse, with the camera zooming in to show Molly, Penny, Terry, Leslie, Carmen, Carrie, and Masami inside, watching Gumball, Darwin, Banana Joe, and Tobias, trying to pull off a stunt where Gumball jumps off a skateboard ramp over a bus or van, only for it to end with Gumball smacking into the van. Masami blurts out that the whole thing is ridiculous, and says they should be kissing boys instead of hanging out in a treehouse. When the other girls look confused, Masami asks if any of them even have boyfriends. Molly answers first, lying that she has an older boyfriend who's in high school. The other girls follow her lead and make up even older boyfriends. Carrie's boyfriend doesn't even have teeth. Right after that, Penny says she wishes she had a boyfriend, and then she looks over at Gumball, who's still trying to recover from his latest crash. That moment makes it crystal clear, for the first time, that she's always been in love with the blue cat who stars in the show. After a bunch of weird moments involving Darwin and Masami, way before the little goldfish ever dated Carrie, we get the ending shot of the episode, Penny and Gumball sitting together inside the treehouse, holding hands with that adorable, we're totally into each other look that everyone loves. Every animated love story always has a bit of mystery before the romance really starts, and in The Amazing World of Gumball, nobody dropped more hints than Penny. But how many of those hints did you actually notice? Did you miss any important moment? Even before the treehouse episode, we had the party. In this episode, we get something pretty interesting, besides Darwin getting his first kiss ever. Long before that kiss, Tobias blackmails his sister Rachel into letting her classmates attend her party. After that, Gumball gets a paper airplane from an unknown sender inviting him to eat a peanut butter sandwich. Since Gumball's intelligence level is basically 0, he doesn't understand that the message is actually from Penny, inviting him to go to the party with her. After all, she was still wearing her peanut shell at that time. Darwin then suggests that Gumball invite Penny, but even though he's totally in love with her, he refuses because he's scared of being rejected. After evaluating several girls at school and failing to invite any of them successfully, the blue cat gets persuaded by Anais to invite Tina, and she accepts. When they arrive at the party, Gumball and Tina run into Hector and Penny, who also came as a pair. But it's obvious as daylight that Penny is deeply upset that Gumball didn't invite her. She ends up telling Gumball that she was the one who sent the message, which leaves him stunned. He says he wasn't hungry and didn't want to turn into a sandwich. Penny laughs, surprised that he didn't understand the note. The two forgive each other, and Gumball nervously invites her to the next party. Penny accepts, and they're just about to kiss when Richard honks the car horn several times, interrupting what would have been the couple's first kiss ever. What a shame, but honestly it was only a matter of time before it happened. But the very first time Gumball showed he liked Penny, and she showed the exact same feeling, was all the way back in the second episode of Season 1, The Night. Right at the start, the episode shows Gumball cleaning up the house to welcome Penny, which already proves that her visiting him meant something. On the total opposite side of the teenagers, Penny's father absolutely cannot stand Gumball. After all, he's an adult and knows the blue cat has other intentions with his oldest daughter. Even with all of that going on, Penny makes it clear throughout the entire episode, especially to Mr. Fitzgerald, that she really does feel something more for Gumball. During the story, Darwin's brother even duels Tobias for Penny's affection in a modern medieval showdown. In the end, our protagonist saves Penny from her own father, who's driving a runaway car that almost hits his own daughter. This earns Gumball the respect of Mr. Fitzgerald, and even more points with Penny, who becomes even more smitten with him. But without a doubt, the episode all fans were waiting for finally arrived in Season 3, The Shell. During a school play of Romeo and Juliet, where Gumball and Penny play the lead roles, Penny makes it very clear that they should actually do the kissing scene. That makes Gumball extremely nervous, and he ends up knocking heads with Penny and cracking her shell. And the consequences of that come in the next topic. But the fact that Penny herself suggested doing the kiss scene already proves how much she has always liked Gumball. In the same episode, because Gumball cracked Penny's shell, she's forced to abandon her peanut shell permanently. But she's terrified that he won't like what he's about to see, making it clear she cares about his opinion more than anyone else's. After several funny moments and tons of chaos, Gumball finally manages to tell Penny that he likes her no matter if she has a peanut shell or a new mutant fairy form. And to seal their relationship once and for all, he declares his love for her, and the two finally share their first real kiss, making Penny reveal her true form, the one we've seen her use ever since. If you're enjoying this video, do the smart thing and hit that subscribe button so you won't miss any of our future videos. Few people remember this, but way before their very first kiss, other characters had already noticed that Gumball and Penny would become a couple very soon, mostly because of Penny's behavior. That's exactly what happened with Gumball's own mom, who said at the end of the episode that even though Gumball was terrible at karate, he had definitely won when it came to love. This happens right after Gumball tries to break 8 wooden boards and fails miserably. hurting himself in the process. Then he tells Darwin to lower the number to just one board, and he still fails, ending up lying on the floor crying while his classmates keep laughing at his pain and failure. Nicole walks in at that moment and notices Gumball upset because everyone is laughing at him, and she fears she might have arrived too late to help. Penny then runs in to defend Gumball, telling the students that he's brave for being himself. Nicole watches the scene and feels happy to see how much the girl really cares about her son, and of course, this was yet another moment showing Penny's affection for the boy, who loves trying to impress her. Now let's talk about every time Gumball literally tried to marry Penny. And yes, this happened more than once. The first time is when the blue cat starts believing he's been wasting too much of his life on silly things, so he stages a wedding with the girl he loves right inside the school, with Banana Joe acting as the priest and Masami and Darwin as the witnesses. The detail here is that things obviously don't go very well, since they're only 12 years old, but with all the kindness in the world, Penny tells Gumball they can try again 10 years later. That way they'll finally be old enough to seal their eternal love once and for all. Later on, Gumball tries again, but that time their relationship was already official, so we won't include that attempt on this list. When we're still immature, we obviously get jealous of the people we like. And with our favorite couple in the show, it wasn't any different. Penny herself gets jealous of Gumball because of none other than Carrie, who would eventually become the love, or afterlife love, since she's a ghost, of Darwin. All of this happens in the episode The Flower, and it actually begins with Gumball having a jealous meltdown over Leslie getting close to Penny. An evil jealousy entity takes over the blue cat and makes him invent situations to try to get rid of his classmate once and for all, without knowing that Penny and Leslie are actually cousins. But even after he discovers the truth, the jealousy entity stays inside the protagonist, making an exorcism-style ritual necessary, one completely led by Carrie, who definitely knows a thing or two about spirits. In the end, Gumball is finally freed from that bad feeling, but in the very last moment we see Penny showing the exact same jealous behavior, being cruel over the simple fact that the blue cat and the little ghost girl are laughing at the same time at all that creepy drama caused by Gumball's jealousy over Penny, which clearly shows Penny already liked Gumball a lot.
That's okay. You made it, man.
Get your hands off him, you undead, ectoplasmic, transparent, paranormal, spooky, floating, fringe-flicking freak!
Wow.
Actually, in that same episode, long before the ending, we see that Penny likes Gumball so much that she believes he's suffering badly. And in an attempt to help him, she ends up breaking the containment circle, releasing the jealousy entity in the process. Keep in mind she did that because she was extremely worried when she saw Gumball completely splattered on the floor inside Carrie's house, which is honestly the purest symbolism of how deep her feelings for the blue cat really are. But you're completely wrong if you think that was the only time Gumball got jealous over Penny. And the worst part, this time he gets furious when he finds out that his crush wanted to kiss him, but ended up doing it with another boy because she thought he was Gumball. Everything happens when our protagonist sees Penny talking sweetly to someone in the hallway and immediately pays attention to see who it is, but the person is blocked by Molly. When the dinosaur steps aside, we see that the person is actually Bobert, pretending to be Gumball, and because of that, he gets a kiss on the cheek from Penny. This, once again, shows that the girl always had very strong feelings for Darwin's older brother, since she truly believed she had kissed our protagonist. And let's be honest, tricking Penny isn't exactly the hardest thing in the world, right? Like Bugs Bunny would say, "That's all, folks," or is it? We're leaving 2 more videos, so you can keep watching with us. And trust me, they're worth it. See you later.